So let's see what happens. This is kind of the scenarios. Retail sales is important. For the retail names, if that comes in weak, that could be, the deflationary recession argument. But again, I'm going to go back and say that a couple of things. Like, you talked about the oil company and stuff. I think that more can be done and needs to be done to bring oil prices down. There's not enough being done to work that. That's a problem for the inflation. So that comes from the administration side, and more needs to be done on that front. And then again, just watch kind of like how this reacts after the Fed. I mean, if this thing like spikes up, right, and then starts breaking out, then that would be mixed for the market, right? You see the 2018 level here. It's right. It's very close. I mean, we're above it, but it's very close. So a breakout above 350 would signal, mixed would be a mixed signal for the market after Fed.
Yeah, but here's the thing. One more thing, and then we'll get started here. Actually, let me just say, good morning, everybody. Fed Day, 15. But here's the thing, Omid. What can he do to take the market up? What do you believe he can do to really take the market up?
Raise it by 1 percentage point and make the statement.
I don't know. I don't know if 1% takes it up, right? I think it does. But I don't know, right?
I think it'll be looked at as taking the hard medicine and then also front loading as they commented. So the market will feel more comfortable that they're getting more aggressive in fighting inflation.
But here's the thing: if you get more comfortable at fighting inflation, does corporate profits go up? Right?
Yeah, I mean, earnings picture, that's another question, right?
But that's what I'm saying. So what really gets everything better? I don't know what gets everything better, right?
Well, I mean, valuation makes things better.
Valuation, right? Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you have to think about that. So if let's say S&P is at 3,500 or 3,000, I don't know, just pick a level. At that point, like all the earnings revisions or earnings recessions would be priced in, the valuation. So.
Yeah. So I don't know. So and I'm pretty good at coming up with scenarios and things that can happen, but I don't know what takes this up. Why are people buying the market right now? Do you understand that today?
No, that's a good question. I mean, I think the market's going to wait for the Fed anyway. I don't know. The futures haven't been, I mean, yeah, the futures have been confusing on the upside, right? So.
Well, I mean, why are you buying to the upside? But here's the thing. I mean, we are way down. We could rally like you can't believe, right? If it goes. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Good morning, everybody. 6:15. Let's get started. Fed Day. You're going to have some action up. You're going to have some action down. You're going to have the Fed. You're going to have the thing going to come out at 1, but then he's going to have a conference. So we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Okay? But I mean, this thing could completely collapse if it breaks in 3,500. Those 3,600s are still very, very expensive for today. So just keep an eye on it, keep an eye on it. Then we see. Okay? So then we see. We're on upside on a couple things, downside on the others. But watch for Apple. If Apple collapses, market collapses. If Tesla breaks 600, market crashes. Tesla takes out 700, market goes up. Why is coin up? Why did coin up when they're telling you the world's going to shit and they don't even know how to process a wire yet? Doesn't make any sense. But that's hopium. That's Afram hopium. Afram last time comes out with earnings, average, monster PE, And the CEO comes on TV, lies through his mouth. I just sat there and I just said, you know, the government just lets people lie. The Lehman CEO came on TV and said, we are fine. And he's declaring bankruptcy the same day. Why did he not go to jail for 100 years and he can never come out? And they make a statement that's saying, if you lie on TV or anywhere and it affects your stock, you don't come out again. You don't get out of jail, ever, ever. Then you wouldn't get this. The Affirm CEO says, we don't do anything if you don't pay. And I'm like, really? You don't do anything if you don't pay? That's what the world's going to be like, really? Complete liar. And now it's going to shit. And now it's going to go to $2 or $3, and nobody will ever play it again. Okay? Very straightforward. Don't believe this stuff that people say on TV. 90% is fake, and it's wrong. And they're lying to you, and it's based on what they want the market to do. Okay? Very straightforward. I told you the other problem with coin. They have two. They have Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. They both execute out of the same place. It's the same transaction. One charges you $300 commission, one charges you $30. What happens when somebody writes an article about that and all those $300 commissions go to $30? Stock goes 50 lower? Oh, that's zero. Possible. Then we see. Okay, so what happens with the Fed? I don't know. I don't know why we're up. It's hopium. I don't really see anything good he can do except say, we have a Fed put. At this point, we're not going to let the market go. The market is more important than inflation. That would take the market up. Outside of that, if he says inflation is more important than the market, and he says what Volcker did, we don't care what happens, we're just going to kill inflation, then the market will crater. And if it takes out 3,700 today, it's going to drop. That's what we know. Okay. Let's see. NVIDIA, you got 156, 151, 166 up. Lam Research, you got 441, 432. You got 472 up. Avago, look at this one. Avago looks very strong today, man. Man, if we go positive and we hold positive up 100, this thing can go to 550 so fast and then 580. Okay? You got 528, 531 up. You got 516 down. CrowdStrike 177 is a beast number. Pan W 500 can't get through 530. It's tried 3 times. It tried 6 times at 630 and dropped 100. So if this doesn't get through 530 in the next 2 or 3 times, does it go to 400? Very possible. Zscaler 151, 132. MDD 272. Underneath is 209. Amazon 100 even. Snowman 121 and 110. NOW 472 up, 432 down. Baba 100 even and 111. Apple 130, huge 130. Shop huge 300. Google 2232 up, 2100 down. Tesla 700 up, 672 and then 700 up. 632 and 600 down. Coin 48, 48, 48, and then it breaks. And that's what we know. Okay, comments, questions. Nothing good. If Avago is real, where should it close today? 550 minimum. 550. What if Powell says 75 and 75 on the next table? I don't think he's going to say 75 at the next table. I think they're not going to say anything. They're going to say anything is on the table. They're going to say nothing. Lots of layoffs coming, absolutely. Lots of rate hikes. Then we see. I think this 3,700 puts looks really, really good right now. Okay. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.